Yeah. What's up, yo? Hey, what's up? Is that the Grim Reaper? Oh my God! Why are you still clapping? Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome. This is Words with Ali. I am your host, Ali Seavright, and this week's episode, I'm going to say some words on fear, but more specifically, being anxious.
Hey, girl, you gonna eat your cornbread?
Oh, Trevor. Don't say that.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I think he's talking to you.
No, not at all. I want you to have it. Willie, you mind passing this down to...
Hey, no, I ain't with it. Don't pass your cornbread to him. That's your cornbread.
Ray, I'm a grown man, okay? I'm not gonna eat this cornbread. If he wants the cornbread, damn it. Have the
Nah,
cornbread.
if he wants some cornbread, let him go up to the front and get his own portion of cornbread. That's your cornbread. Fuck him. Hey, man, he gonna eat his cornbread, all right? Fuck you.
Ray, look, I don't need you to take up for me. I'm all right. I'm a grown man. I can handle
If you
it.
let him have your cornbread, you're gonna be ironing his drawers and clipping his toenails. I know niggas iron.
Maybe I ought to eat your cornbread.
Oh, motherfucker, you can't have my cornbread. That's for damn sure. Because if you try to take my cornbread, part two of my killing spree gonna begin up in here on your ass right now. If you think about my cornbread, get the taste out your mouth, that's for damn sure. Now, fuck him. Fuck that, because I'm from New York City, goddammit. Nobody take no cornbread from me. And that go for you and any other you motherfucking farmers want to try some shit. You fuck around with me, it's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
Now, for me, that scene from the movie Life perfectly encapsulates the internal thoughts of being anxious. I'd be thinking that entire situation in my head, having both of those dynamics. Oh, just give him the cornbread, fuck you, all at the same time, but never saying anything out loud. So I'd be trapped in a literal prison of my mind, debating with myself to even speak anything, and then trying to figure out whether or not they think that I'm thinking too much while they're looking at me, and then fearing about that, and then a whole fucking loop of thought, and then jumbled. And like, to be honest, like most of the time in my younger years, I just make sounds. I make sound effects like like that. And like, I wouldn't give like word answers because like I couldn't put out the words I wanted to say because my mind was so fucking jumbled with thought and worrying and awareness of how I feel and how the other people are reacting to how I feel or how I perceive that they think that I feel. It's like, it's a whole fucking thing. And like, this all started from when I was a kid and when I first started working at the age of 10 with my pops and my brother. And like, we were put in an environment, an adult environment as children. And we had to meet my father's expectations because he had to meet the builder's expectations and the customer's expectations. And a lot of these people had very high expectations, and he was a perfectionist on top of that. So when we made mistakes, he really let us know for hours, you know, how bad the mistake was, how we could have fixed it, and how we can never make that mistake again, because you know, it costs them time, and time in, you know, construction is money, you know. It's not good business. So, like, I remember one time I dropped a panel because we were supposed to put it in the basement, and he said, like, oh, just put it in the basement through the window. And I sort of dropped it, and I broke, like, this plastic clip on the inside of it, and it was supposed to hold, like, the main breaker. And like, it's one of the most crucial parts of the panel, and it fucking broke. And yeah, I remember I counted the hours, 6 hours straight. He's like, why'd you do that? Blah, 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 blah. You should have put it like this if you wouldn't. Oh, why'd you do this? Like, I just did what you told me, man. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I am 10 years old. Mistakes happen. I am not supposed to be here. And like, that mistake cost him, I think, like $800 because he had to replace the whole thing. And yeah, it was not fun. And then from then on, like, I always been contemplating shit in my head before I'd say it at a very fast rate so I can move through life smoothly. But like at the same time, for me, it's not fucking smooth. It is horrendous. Because dealing with my father's expectations and his perfectionism was its own thing. But then we move more externally to the people on the rest of the site. And I had to deal with a lot of racism. A lot of fucking racism. Like, I remember sometimes, like, some guys would walk past me and it's like, and they'd whisper, a fucking nigger. And, like, they knew I could hear them. And they'd say it all the fucking time. And these guys would just be hoping you fuck up. And they'd be looking at and watching you, making sure, like, seeing if you're going to do something so they could, you know, call you out and get you fired off of the site. And it was everywhere. And like that part really made me fucking paranoid and made me like super highly aware of like everything I do. And like from then on, I carried that into every facet of my life. Like even something as simple as like the school dances. You know, like I love dancing. I'm an avid dancer. I am very energetic. But like back then I would literally choreograph what I wanted to do in my head before I do it. And then I'd try to execute it as perfectly as I see it in my head so that like it doesn't look wonky in front of other people, and then they'd start saying stuff, and then it was a whole thing. And like, you know, I was a bigger kid, you know, and so I was also very conscious and aware of that. And I was wondering like, oh, is my shirt rattling up? Is like, yeah, if you're a big person, you know that little tuck that you do with your shirt, you know, you pull it out a little bit, you know, so it doesn't catch on some of them rolls you got going. And like being aware of that consciously every 2 minutes, I'd be like, I just pull on it just so it wouldn't rile up or, you know, catch in a fold or something. And like being aware of that every 2 minutes, plus what other people are doing, what I'm doing, it's fucking too much. It's too much. And then there came the part where, you know, everyone's doing the slow dance and they're asking a girl to say, hey, you want to dance with me? I tried that. But before I even attempted, I'd think about every possible outcome. Even something that was so unlikely, it wasn't even in the realm of possibility. Like, if I asked a girl to dance, like, she'd look at me, step on my foot, uppercut me, kick me in the nuts, push me on the ground, say, like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit, he's ugly, ew, beat him up, throw shit at him. Like, I thought that whole scenario out like it was going to happen. My mind drifted to the worst possible outcome every fucking time. And what made that crazy is that like I'd accept that ridiculous outcome as this is what's gonna happen. It never happened like that. Not once. But I'd always accept that as the possibility so I can, you know, be prepared for the worst, you know, thing to happen. So I won't, you know, freak out. I'd accept the worst thing to ever happen just so I wouldn't freak out in front of people. That is craziness. It is literal craziness. And like, honestly, the worst one I got was like the girl said like, no, I don't like you. That was the worst one. Looking back at it now, I'm like, oh, why was I so upset about that? But I was torn up. I was like, damn, she don't even like me? What the fuck? I'm a piece of shit. I'm garbage. I'm not even a human. I'm a beast. What am I? Why am I even dancing? I shouldn't even be here. And like this train of thought just going down and down and down. And then like I'd get stuck there. And like I didn't have a way of navigating that or trying to break myself out of that. I just stay stuck in that mindset that I'm worthless, that I'm garbage, that I'm nothing, that and like outwardly I didn't express that at all. I'd be chill. I'd be standing there at the corner just bopping my head to the music like, yeah, look how cool I look. Yeah, but inside I'm a fucking mess. Everything's a mess. Oh, you have no idea how fucking messed up I'm thinking right now, but like I look cool right now. And yeah, as I got a little bit older, we had some community dances at a community center not too far from my house. And yeah, there we got it's supposed to be, I think it was like 12. What was the ages again? It was like 13 and under. But like there'd be like some high school kids that sneak in there, and like there's some people smoking, doing other stuff. There's bare whining and grinding, and it was grease. I loved it. But it's also so dark, and like there's sometimes lights and the DJ playing all the hits. And yeah, it was a good time. It was one of the few times where I was more bold, because I felt like, okay, I don't know, because like it'd be like, different kids from different schools and shit, so I'd never see them again. So I'd be saying shit and doing shit that I normally wouldn't do, because like I felt in my head like, hey, there's no consequences. I don't know nobody here. And like legitimately, it was a club for children. It was, and like, man, like they had like a old like bar too, like you could get sodas and candy, it was like, it felt like an actual like real club. And like you walk to the quiet area, get the your candies and shit, drink up, talk to some folks, exchange numbers, then you go back out into the dance floor, dancing, grinding, trying to hot dog that meat in the bun, you know what I'm saying? Oh my. But yeah, I remember I was just dancing by myself, and then I saw this girl, and like I don't know what came over me or why I did this, but I just walked over to her, just slapped her right in the ass and said like, "Yo, dance with me." Like the smoothest motherfucker out here. I'm like 12 years old doing this shit. I'm like, where did this come from? It's like, yo, the Jamaican just wake up in me, But and yeah, she was not receptive of that, of course, because that was fucked up by me. But you know what? I had to learn that lesson. She slapped me in the face, and I accepted that. And since then, I was very respectful of women. I never did that again. Of course, without consent. With consent, like, man's out here grabbing, like, what I'm saying, like a handful of this, handful of that, what I'm saying, and, there how it goes, it's like, get the consent first, and then you proceed. But that dance was, those dances were one of the few places where I felt more safe to express more of my natural self, because like outside of that, I wasn't even able to look girls in the eye. Like I was probably maybe like 16, 17 where I was able to like look girls in the eye. Like all of them years up to then, I had school projects, assignments, and like trying to talk to girls. I wouldn't look up into their eyes. I'd look at their chin, their forehead, but never directly into their eyes, because I don't know what it was. It just fucking freaked me out a little. And like it took a while for me to start doing it and then be comfortable with it. And like it was like this fucked up thinking that I had, that like subconsciously, and I guess a little consciously, because I did think about it a lot, that if I was looking a girl in the eye, she can see every flaw about me, like what I was thinking, what I was going to do, like, and just like having that thought that like I I feared connection. I think that was the biggest thing, because like when you're looking someone in the eyes, you're connecting with them on some level. And like I feared that. And I was very in my head about connecting with people and whether or not they accept me. And for like a lot of years, I tried to avoid, making unnecessary contact, because I didn't want to give like the impression that like I'm okay, which is fucked. And mind you, I probably should have went into therapy for a lot of the shit I dealt with. You know, I lost some friends at a young age, and like dealing with that grief. Like my best friend I lost when I was 17, and I'd known him since I was 6. And dealing with that grief, I didn't really deal with it, to be honest. And it fucked me up for a lot of years. And like I really feared connecting with people again, because I thought like, man, at any point I could lose you. And like that fear, that thought in my head, it just stays. Even now I feel that. I mean, like, not nearly as much as like I did back then, but like it's still, a little thought in the back of my head that I have. But like I don't let it control me now. I try to move in a way where I make valuable connections and enrich my life and other people's lives as well. Because, over, like, I'd say, yeah, over the last, I don't even want to put a number on this. Over the last few years, I've started, opening up more and, doing more adventurous things and trying to connect with more people. Just so I feel more normal again. And it's been so fucking dope. Met so many new people, had so many more like dope experiences, and like it's probably the best decision I ever made in my life. So while I fear losing people and connections, I've come to accept everything that life is, and that's a part of life. We're not all gonna live forever, so enjoy the time we got, and live it up. YOLO, but don't YOLO too much though. YOLO, but not too much though. You know what I mean? Like, don't set yourself on fire. You know what I mean? That's not a YOLO moment. That's a no go. Cause even now I'm thinking about when I first did driving school, like it's a while back now. And like, learning how to drive, in the in-class shit, nailed it. I knew everything. Perfect. Knew all the signs, all the wordage, everything. All the rules and shit. Then we get in the whip. This guy got me in this like tiny friggin' Toyota Corolla. He's got shit in the back, so I couldn't really push the seat all the way back. So I was like, damn, man, you got me like this? And he's like, okay, buddy, you just want to, take it out nice and smooth and, just go take a left here, take a right. And I was like, okay. And, yeah, it was real chill. He's like, okay, parallel park, just go line up and then line up the thing and then bring it back and do that and then, do that. And I'm like, yeah, man, this is fucking nice. He's like, yeah, buddy, it's good. You're good. And he's like, okay, now we go on the highway. I'm like, what? Yeah, now we go on the highway. Just take the exit here. Go. Speed. I'm like, oh, shit. And like, I haven't driven that much at that point, and I never been on the highway. To me, the highway was a fucking just like maelstrom of cars that somehow don't crash every 2 seconds. And so for me, I got super anxious. I'm just thinking my brain could not compute fast enough to deal with the amount of shit. And like, there's people fucking swerving, and I'm like, oh shit. So I'm speeding up. I'm doing like 120, getting onto the highway. And he's like, okay, buddy, that's a little too fast. Slow it down, please. And then we're cruising. And he's like, oh, you're pretty good, man. You're pretty good. It's like, yeah, you're nice. And it's like, and I told him like verbally, I was like, hey man, I'm really nervous about this. It's like, really? I couldn't tell. And I guess outwardly I looked mad chill, but like inside I was like, holy shit, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Oh my god, almost died. The truck. Oh fuck. He's turning. Oh my god, he went in front of me. Oh, he's slowing down. Oh my god, I gotta slow down. I was like, bruh, man's fucking, I don't even know what happened to me, but like I reached a point of enlightenment while driving. I was like, oh, this is chill. This ain't bad. We didn't die. I feel the sun on my face. Everything is good. Life is well. I am free. Freedom. And like we get off the highway, and then like he gave me daps and shit, and like I won't forget this, Ravin, that guy, he's a really good teacher, man. He's a really good teacher, because I think he knew I was freaking out, but he didn't want to let me know that he knew. But like, yeah, it was pretty chill. And yeah, passed driving school, fucking did that, got my license, everything, and then just chilling. I'm like, why was I freaking out so much? I made it so much bigger than it had to be. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal at all. And so yeah, now I'm a lot more conscious of when I get into that thinking mindset, and I end up on like that tumbleweed of terror. And like I consciously always tell myself, like, hey, nothing bad happened. You're good. Hey, my dude, you're good, my dude. Nothing bad happened, dude. You're chilling, bro. Look at your face. Your face is chill. Resemble your face, bro. You're chill, bro. We're just chilling, dog. And then I take a deep breath. Relax. And then just keep moving. Because staying in that mind state is not only stressful, but it is so exhausting. Putting the energy into thinking about the worst possible outcomes every single time something happens, or even when something doesn't happen, it is exhausting. And like literally sometimes mans would just start sweating, cause like I'm using so much brain power, my body's like, yo bro, we gotta cool off. And so it's nice to just like tell my brains like, hey yo dude, you need to, just like relax, bro. Nothing's guaning, guy. Like relax. And then my brain's going like, hey yo dogs, yo, something about to happen though. Still, we gotta think about this, that, the other. You know what I'm saying, dude? We gotta do all this. Like, yo, bro, relax. Relax yourself, no man. You not see nothing happen? Eh? And that's when the Jamaican comes out. You not see nothing happen, man? Why you think about so many things and not bumbleclass shit not happen yet? Relax, boy. And my Scarborough brain's like, you know what, man? Yeah, true, dog. True. Yeah, everything's nice and chill, though, still. All right, bless up, though, still. And, like, I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I'm not trained in any way in anything. I'm just speaking off of what has helped me. And I guess, yeah, for anyone that's, like, they feel themselves consciously getting stuck in like a line of thinking that's not beneficial, it helps to just stop whatever you're doing right then and there, and just have an internal dialogue with yourself and tell yourself that nothing bad has happened. Everything is chill and we are okay. And that has helped me significantly. And yeah, I recommend if you have like very, very severe anxiety and like other stress related things, just talk to someone. Please. It helps immensely. And like I wish back then, when I was younger I talked to someone, even if they weren't a therapist, like just so I didn't feel so alone in this feeling of just like being stuck. And it was when I found out that other people felt like this too that it made me feel a lot better about how I was, trying to, navigate it. Not everybody's going to be perfect, not every situation is going to work out. But that doesn't mean you have to tear yourself down before anything happens. And so, yeah. Talk to someone, tell yourself everything's chill, and you're okay. And yeah, other than that, I'm going to say my piece. You guys take care. And yeah. All right, y'all. Peace.